So today we're installing these Tru-Scape undercap lights. What's cool about these are they're color changing. Now here are a couple tips to how we install them. So when you buy the box, they come with wire nuts. These are typically good, they're silicone filled, but unfortunately we're going to glue obviously all this down and we won't have access to it again. If and when we ever have to, basically we'll have to break the caps to be able to remove them to get access to this. So what I like to do is I use these King Ace connectors with heat shrink, and they're extremely easy to use. They come with an Allen wrench, so you strip the wire and then you just tighten the Allen wrench down. Now the key to this is to make sure when you tighten this Allen key down that it goes on top of the wire and not the rubber casing of the wire. Doing landscape lights is extremely DIY friendly. There's two wires that come in. So this wire was connected and I cut it. One wire is coming in from the transformer, supplying the power. The other wire is simply just going to the next light. So after you connect your Ace connectors, you take your two heat shrink and slide them on. Now obviously it's very important to do this before you connect the other wire. So you just leave it like that. Now connect the light to one of these wires and you just put it in one of these terminals. Because it's low voltage, it doesn't matter. Take your Allen key and tighten it down. Now take the other wire, connect it to the other wire, and repeat the process. Now what you do is you slide the heat shrink back up, and what I do is I just kind of pinch it to make sure that the connector is in the middle of the heat shrink. And you take your heat shrink gun and heat it up. All right, now that the heat shrink's done, we put the light in place, and obviously if we were actually installing the caps, we'd put glue, but just for temporarily, we're just gonna put the caps on. And as you can see, once it's glued, the cap covers the wire so you don't see it, but again, to get access to it, there is none. So make sure you do the heat shrink and not the wire nuts. And then the caps cover on top of it so you don't see it, and once it's illuminated, it'll look great on the stairs.